उपासकं सर्वगम्यानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजे।
जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम।
रजो योगतो ब्रह्मरूपं श्रुतिज्ञं सदा कार्यसत्तं हृदा चिन्त्यरूपं जगत्कारणं सर्वविद्यानिदानं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं नताः स्मः।
निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम।
अनेकावतारं निजाज्ञानहारं सदा विश्वरूपं गणेशं नमामः।
तमो योगिनं रुद्र।
Welcome. I welcome you all. I welcome you all to this Navarathri festival. We are all here to celebrate a beautiful journey for the next 9 days. Let us start with the invocation.
हरि ओम। आदिमुदल्वने गणपतिये, आदिमुदल्वने गणपतिये, अनेत्तु विனைகளையும் தீர்ப்பவனே, आदिमुदल्वने गणपतिये, अनेत्तु வினைகளையும் தீர்ப்பவனே, ஆதிமுதல்வனே கணபதியே, அனைத்து வினைகளையும் தீர்ப்பவனே, எட்டு திசைகளிலும் உந்தன் நாமமே, எட்டு திசைகளிலும் உந்தன் நாமமே, ஒலித்திடும் போதெல்லாம் பரமானந்தமே, எட்டு திசைகளிலும் உந்தன் நாமமே, ஒலித்திடும் போதெல்லாம் பரமானந்தமே, வேழமுகத்தோனே, வேழமுகத்தோனே, ஞான பொருளோனே, வேழமுகத்தோனே, ஞான பொருளோனே, நாத பிரம்ம சிவ பாலகனே, நாத பிரம்ம சிவ பாலகனே, சரணம் சரணம் விநாயகனே, சரணம் சரணம் விநாயகனே, ஆதிமுதல்வனே கணபதியே, அனைத்து வினைகளையும் தீர்ப்பவனே, ஆதிமுதல்வனே கணபதியே, அனைத்து வினை அனைத்து வினைகளையும் தீர்ப்பவனே.
Thank you so much for this divine start, Brinda ji. Brinda is an alumni of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Virugambakam. She is born in the family of Chinmaya Mission, and she is the daughter of Dr. Dhatri, and now she is settled in USA. We are happy to have her online here. Samasta jana kalyane niratam karunamayam namami chinmayam devam sadgurum brahmavidvaram. So, what are we here for? We are here for a beautiful festival of Navarathri that starts today and is celebrated in various different ways in all over our country. So, for us, we always worship 3 goddesses during Navaratri. Okay, come on, let us see the chat box. What are the 3 goddesses that we are worshipping? Can I have answers in the chat box? Durga, yes, I got answer for called Durga. Lakshmi, Saraswati, yes, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. But Durga is Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. All the 3 of them are different aspects of the same goddess Shakti. And Shakti represents the divine form, the Parabrahma, the feminine form of Parabrahma. So why this order of Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati? We have 3 days for Durga, 3 days for Lakshmi and 3 days for Saraswati. So let us see what Gurudev has to say about this sequence and the reason for this sequence.
In the Devi Upasana, when we invoke Durga, when we invoke Durga, Durga is the destructive power. That is why in Devi Upasana we find a 9 days puja. Devi, you are Dasara. Oh yes, I am here, in the midst of it. Now then the 9 days Navami, when 9 days puja, then first 3 days we invoke Durga. The second 3 days we invoke Lakshmi. The last 3 days Saraswati. Thus 9 days puja. After that we have the Dasara. Now then, when the first 3 days we are invoking all the 3, the Durga, the Lakshmi and the Saraswati are all Shakti, power for the infinite in me. Now first I invoke in me the power of annihilation and destruction. The reconstruction of human personality starts by ruthlessly cutting down the jungle of negativities that we have cultivated in ourselves. Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Maharakshasan, Hatva. So that in Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, the Rakshasas who are in the bosom is to be annihilated, for which I must invoke my power, the mother in me, and the power of Durga, the terrible. After that annihilating for 3 days, 3 days doesn't mean 3 days annihilation, everything is over. Means it is represented. 3 days, at the 3 level. 3 days, 1 day poor lady, she has to destroy all these things at the body level. Second day at the mental level. Third day at the intellectual level. Thus at the 3 levels having annihilated them, then we start Lakshmi Sambhati. That is, after negativities are destroyed, positives are positively cultivated. Love, tolerance, mercy, kindness, goodness, not cash. Lakshmi is standing in that's only in calendar. Gold sovereign and moha falling out of it, that is only for calendar purposes. It is the wealth of the inner world. The love, tolerance, mercy, kindness, goodness, etc. are being cultivated. Positive qualities are cultivated. An individual who has that, the negative aspects of the physical, mental, intellectual are destroyed. And the positive qualities, at the body level, self-control, at the mental level, a certain amount of control that the mind is not running away, and the mind has become obedient to the intellect, and at the intellectual level, high ideas and ideals have been taught and absorbed into us by vimurshena, asheshena, when I am vimurshanam, when I am thinking over it and I am assimilating. Now, Lakshmi Sampatti is developed. Such an individual alone can approach Saraswati. Saraswati representing knowledge, wisdom, Upanishad. This great knowledge, when you have thus prepared yourself, then you enter to the study of knowledge, the highest knowledge. And when this highest knowledge, thus for 3 days we listen, for a period of time when we listen to it, the interrelationship for the gross, subtle and the causal bodies with the Paramatman, the 10th day, we reach transcending all the 3 planes into the infinitude. And that day is the Dashara, the day of Vidyarambha, the beginning of Vidya knowledge and the end of Avidya. And thus this Avidya is made into a great picture. And it is taken and burned down. And the ordinary people say, Ravana is being. And the educated man is worried. Why Ravana is killed on this day? See, Devi Puja, Dashara day Ravana is killed. Ravana represents that 10-headed monster in us, the Jnanendriyas and the Karmendriyas. To live in the flesh realm is called ignorance. That attitude of the ego is ended. Therefore the ego is ended. That egocentric idea of indulging and living in the sensuous field and gathering our wisdom or knowledge, or our happiness and the pleasure from the world outside and to live in that level of the animal has been ended, and therefore the 10-headed effigy is being burned in the night, and this is called Dasara, the 10th day after all these sadhanas.
So that was what Gurudev had to say about Navaratri. Doesn't it sound so meaningful? Destroying all the negativities? Then what do? Bring in all the positivities. Then you open up to the world of wisdom, of knowledge, of all the things that you can learn. And then you do your Vidyarambham on Vijayadashami day. All of us have extracurricular classes which are all starting on Vijayadashami day, and you all will go to your teachers and worship them on that day, on the day of Vijayadashami. This Navaratri, Chinmaya Mission Chennai, brings you a beautiful theme that seems to be just around us, but there are some things that are beyond us, not just around us, that are right beyond us. And now that is called Prakriti, the nature, the universe. So Chinmaya Mission Chennai brings you this theme for Navaratri called Prakriti Vandana, the worship of the Prakriti or the nature. This is a beautiful journey where we are going to see right from the subtlest thing, that is the space, then moving on to more grosser things, the fire, the water, the air, the earth, and what all the things that are there in the earth, then move on to even more mystical things. So let us see all the facts, break the myths with the fact, explore the mystical and solve the mystery. So here today we are starting with the space, the sky. Central Chinmaya Vanaprastha Sansthan, Vanaprastha group of people, they bring you some beautiful presentation about the sky, the sun, the moon, the Navagrahas and all those things. So here in Central Chinmaya Vanaprastha Sansthan, they encourage the senior citizens to pursue the final spiritual goal, and they show them the means to achieve them. So this the motto of Central this Vanaprastha group is graceful living through graceful aging through spiritual living. So over to Vanaprastha, let us see what they have to present.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Swamiji and Hari Om everyone. The topic for our Vanaprastha group is sky, sun, moon and Navagraha. As per our theme, Prakruti Vandana. The universe is Vishwarupa Ishvara and the sun, moon and the planets are parts of Bhagavan's body. The transformation of our attitude towards Prakriti is Jnana Bhakti. We should appreciate the glory of our Prakriti. Let us now start our journey in that direction. Surya is the main deity of Navagraha. He is also called Aditya, Arka, Bhavanu, Bhaskara, Mitra, Ravi, Vivaswan, etc. He is depicted often riding a chariot drawn by 7 horses, which represent 7 colors of light and 7 days of a week. Ravi is the root word for Ravivara, Sunday. It is said in Markandeya Puranam that there was complete darkness before Sricity, and to remove it, Bhagavan raised the sound of Omkaram. From the Pranava, Surya Bhagavan came with a dazzling bright light to remove the darkness. In Surya Puranam, it is mentioned that Surya was born to Kashyapa and Aditi. Sons consorts are Sanjana and Chaya Devi. Vaivasvada Manu, Yama, Yami, Ashwini Kumaras, Shani, Tapti, Sugriva, and Karna are his children. Sun was worshipped even during Vedic times. He is considered to be the eye of Virat Purusha, and the same is mentioned in Rigveda Mantra and Purusha Suktam. Gayatri Mantra is associated with Surya. By chanting Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimehi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. We meditate on the spiritual splendor of supreme and divine reality in the form of sun, the source of physical, astral and celestial spheres of existence, and let the divine being illumine our intellect so that we can realize the supreme truth. Surya Namaskara is a yoga warm-up routine based on a sequence of gracefully linked asanas. As per Ramayana, Sri Rama was born in the Surya Vamsa, and in the Yuddha Ganta, Lord Rama was taught the Aditya Hridayam Stotram before his war against Ravana. The stotra was in praise of Lord Surya, who is described as the embodiment of Parabrahman and the origin of everything in the universe. In the Mahabharata, King Yudhishthira prays to Surya and gets an Akshay Patra to feed the Brahmins and sages accompanying the Pandavas to the forest during Vanavasa. Garuda Purana says Surya Bhagavan was worshipped as one of the deities in Panchayatana Pujas. People worshipping the sun were called Sauras. We worship sun during Makar Shankranti, Radha Sabdami, Pongal, Kumbh Mela, etc. Surya temples are in Arasavalli in Andhra, Dio Sun Temple in Bihar, Konark Sun Temple in Odisha, and Suryanar Kovil in Tamil Nadu. The sun is very far away, almost 93 million away. Hanuman Chalisa predicted the distance between the earth and the sun in a very simple way. The sun gives us light, heat, and energy. Plants and vegetation get their food by photosynthesis. Without sunlight, the water would freeze and nothing can survive anywhere. Sun is always burning, a giant ball of gas. We are tapping solar energy in a very big way. When our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he undertook a massive solar energy project over the Narmada River canals and electrified all the villages. Chandra comes next, the moon. Chandra means bright, shining, glittering light. He is also called Soma. Soma is the root word for Somawar, Monday. The Hindu texts state that the moon is lit and nourished by the sun, and that it is the moon where the divine nectar of immortality resides. In our Vedic text, Soma is praised as the lord of plants and forests, king of rivers and earth, and father of gods. Chandra was born to Adiri Makarishi and Anusaya. He was looking so beautiful, handsome, and he married 27 daughters of Prajapati Dakshan. Moon is not a planet, and it's a natural satellite of our Earth. It is nearest to Earth and revolves around its Earth once in 28 days. Moon has water craters and volcanoes. Moon does not have its own light, and it's only reflecting the sun's light. During full moon day called Paurnami, it appears fully illuminated. When the lunar disk is invisible from Earth, it is new moon day. Amavasya, it is considered to be a very auspicious day. During that time, moon is between Earth and sun. The Chandranath temple is in Tingalur near Kumbakonam. Next comes Mangala, Mars. It's also called the Sevvai in Tamil. It is the third graha. He is also called as Lohit, Angarakan, and he is the god of anger. Mangala means auspicious and successful. It is the root word for Mangalvar, Tuesday. He was born to Bharadwaja Muniva. It is said that his mother was Bhuma Devi. There is an interesting story in Skanda Puranam about how Savvai Graham was formed out of earth and the reason for its red color. Some myths say he is born from Shiva's sweat or blood drop. Mars is known as a red planet because it has iron oxide, a material in the soil that gives it a reddish color. It's cold and rocky. Its atmosphere is made up of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Scientists have found ice on Mars. Rockets and probes have already been sent, and robots are exploring the surface. The temple for Sevvai is Vaidishwaran Koil near Nagapattinam. Buddha is the fourth graha. It's planet Mercury. He is also called as Saumya. Buddha is the root word for Buddhavar, Wednesday. He was the son of Chandra and Tara, wife of Brihaspati. As per the legend, when Buddha came to know about his birth, he became very angry with his father and left for the forest to perform tapas. Lord Vishnu taught him all the arts. In Buddha temple, he is depicted riding a winged lion with a trunk. Mercury is the first planet from the sun and the smallest of all the planets. It is very boiling hot as it is closest to the sun and freezing cold in the shade. It is the fastest planet and it takes only 88 days to go around the sun once. Next comes our Guru Bhagavan, Jupiter. Guru was born to Angiras and Vasutavati. He is also called as Brihaspati. He is described as the sage born from the first great light, the one who drove away darkness. His knowledge and character is revered, and he is considered Guru by all the Devas. He was married to Tara Devi and Chandra Devi. Jupiter is the largest planet and is called a gas giant. It is the third brightest object in the night sky. It is always covered by terrible storms. One storm has been going on for at least 200 years and is called Great Red Spot. Shukra Bhagavan, Venus, is the sixth graha. He was born to Bhrigumuni and Kavya Mata. He was the Guru of Asuras and is also called Sukracharya. He is blessed by Shiva with a Sanjeevani Vidya, the knowledge that raises the dead back to life. In the Mahabharata, Shukracharya is mentioned as one of the mentors of Bhishma, having taught him in his youth. When Lord Vishnu came to destroy King Mahabali, Shukra fought with him, and during the fight, he lost one of his eyes. The weekday Shukravar in our calendar, or Friday, has roots in Shukra. Venus is called Earth's sister. It is very close in size and gravity, but it's very different on the surface. It is the hottest planet and has a very thick atmosphere with carbon dioxide. It also has sulfuric acid clouds. Venus is very beautiful to look at and the second brightest object in the night sky. Next is our Shani Bhagavan, Saturn. Shani is believed to be the incarnation of Lord Shiva, as he is correctly called Sanishwar in Tamil. In Sanskrit, he is called as Shanai Charan. Shanai means slow and Charan means walker. He is a slow walker. He is designated the task of granting the fruits of one's action and is the most feared among our gods. He is the god of karma, justice and retribution. He delivers results to all. Depending upon their karma, Shani is a controller of longevity, misery, sorrow, old age and death. He was born to Surya and Chaya Devi. The Asura king of Lanka, Ravana, cut the leg of Shani and he has only one leg. He takes the longest time of 2.5 years to move to the next zodiac house. He married twice, first Neela and then Manda. Shani is also the root for the name for Shanivar, Saturday. Shani Shinganapur is a famous holy place associated with Lord Shani in Maharashtra that we are seeing in the picture now. Another famous temple is at Tirunalluru in Tamil Nadu. Saturn is another gas giant. It is famous for its beautiful rings. The rings are actually made up from many small ice particles, rocks and dust. It takes 30 years to go around the sun once. Next is Rahu. Rahu is a shadow entity, one that causes eclipses and is the king of meteors. Rahu represents the ascension of the moon in its orbit around the earth. Rahu is usually paired with Ketu, which is also considered to be a shadow planet. The time of day considered to be under the influence of Rahu is called Rahu Kala, and it is considered inauspicious. As per our astrology, Rahu and Ketu have an orbital cycle of 18 years and are always 180 degrees from each other. This coincides with the 18-year rotational cycle of the lunar ascending and descending nodes on the Earth's ecliptic plane. Astronomically, Rahu and Ketu denote the points of intersection of the paths of Sun and the Moon. Therefore, Rahu and Ketu are respectively called the North and South lunar nodes. That eclipses occur when the Sun and the Moon are at one of these points. That gives rise to the understanding of swallowing of the Sun and Moon by the snake. Rahu is responsible for causing the eclipse of the Sun. Solar eclipse occurs when a portion of the Earth is engulfed in a shadow cast by the Moon. As per the legend, Kashyapa and Titi had a son called Swarabhanu, an Asura. When the Devas and Asuras were churning the milk ocean to extract Amrita, the elixir of immortality, he was also there. Mohini, the female avatar of Vishnu, started distributing Amritam to the Devas, and Swarabhanu sat in the row of Devas and drank the Amrita. Surya and Chandra noticed him and they informed Mohini. By that time, he had already become immortal. Vishnu, as Mohini, cut off Swarabhanu's head with Sudarshan Chakra. He could not die, but his head was severed from his body. His head, with the body of a snake, came to be known as Rahu, while his body, with 5-headed snake, came to be known as Ketu. Following this event, Rahu and Ketu were given the responsibility to influence the lives of the humans on Earth. When all other planets are revolving in clockwise direction around the Sun, Rahu and Ketu alone go in anti-clockwise direction. In our astrology, Rahu represents materialism, mischief, fear, dissatisfaction, obsession, and confusion. Like Ketu, Rahu is also an enemy against the Sun and Moon. Ketu, it is the last 9th Graha. Ketu is believed to have a tremendous impact on human lives and also the whole creation. Ketu is responsible for causing the eclipse of the moon. The lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves towards the shadow. In our astrology, Ketu represents karmic collections, both good and bad, spirituality, and supernatural influences. Ketu is considered responsible for moksha, sannyasa, self-realization, and jnana. The people who come under the influence of Ketu can achieve greater heights, most of them spiritual. All these Navagraha are God's different powers created for administering either punya or papa to mankind based on their karma and transforming their lives to attain liberation. Now, let us hear about astrology from my mentor and our guru, Dr. Kamala Amma. Hari Om, Amma.
Hari Om, Mr. Surendran. Thank you very much. Hari Om, everyone. Astrology and astronomy. Astrology and astronomy are sciences that have been in vogue from Vedic period itself. It is one of the six sanghas of the Veda. Bhrigu Maharishi, one of the mind-bound rishis of Lord Brahma, was the one to whom it was revealed. At that time, it was mainly used to calculate the time using the position of the graha and also calculating the auspicious times for Vedic rituals. Rigveda, Atharva Veda and Chandogya Upanishad mention about Rahu Graha. It was Parashara Muni who later wrote treatises bringing this sign to individuals and their lives. He found that astrology was a notion binding the microcosm with the macrocosm. Early astrological treatises date back to 2nd century. First Indian astronomical test to define weekday was Aryabhatta. Varaha Mihira summarized 5 known Indian astronomical schools of 6th century. Vedic astrology was introduced as a discipline of study in Indian universities. The horoscope of each person, written by calculating his date, time, place of birth, and longitude, has an important part showing his prarabdha. Reading the horoscope by an efficient person gives a clue as to what can happen in one's life and when. Knowing this, one can take the necessary precautions. The grahas do not really affect our lives by their positions, but give an indication only. While writing the horoscope, the place of lagna is calculated and marked according to the position of the moon at the time of birth. It indicates everything about the person, his physical, emotional, and intellectual identification, and also what he might do in his life. All the other planets' positionings are calculated with Lagna as the first house. In the following charts, the normal position of Rasis are given. Rasis are places where sun moves during the whole year. It starts from Mesham because sun's exalted position is Mesha Rasi. So that is on the 14th of April when we celebrate the Tamil New Year's Day. First it is Mesham, second Rishabham, Midunam, Katakam, Simham, Kanni, Tulam, Vrichikam, Dhanu, Makaram, Kumbham, Meenam. Now we will see the houses of the different grahas from where they are, that is, they are very comfortable and they can exert their efforts on us very nicely. Chavvai is in Mesham, Shukran in Rishabham, Budan in Midunam, Chandran in Katakam, Surya in Simham, Budan again in Kanni, Shukran again in Tulam, Shivai again in Vrichikam, Guru in Dhanu and Meenam, Shani in Makaram and Kumbham. Next, now we will see the exalted positions of the different grahas. Surya is in Mesha Rasi, Chandra in Rishabha Rasi, Guru in Kataka Rasi, Budan in Kanni Rasi, Tulam, Shani, and Chavva in Makara Rasi, Shukran in Meena Rasi. These exalted positions, the planets are able to give us their maximum effects. And during Sri Rama's birth, all these planets were in their exalted positions. Now we will see the backward position of the grahas. Shani in Mesha Rasi, Chavva in Katakam, Shukran in Kanni, Surya in Tulam, Chandra in Vrichikam, Guru in Makaram, Budan in Meena. Each graha has a graha devata, adi devata, and pratyadi devata. The graha devata works at the physical and material level, adi devata works at the emotional level, and pratyadi devata represents the subtle spiritual level. In Lord's creation, everything is disciplined. All planets go round the sun in their appointed path. Man, a tiny speck when compared to the vast universe, alone is given the willpower, using which he can make or mar this arrangement. We can follow the Lord's dharma without disturbing this nature and attain success in life as well as mukti finally. Nature and Prakriti has to be revered and worshipped. Thank you, Swamiji, for choosing such a great topic. Hari Om.
That was an enlightening presentation by the team Vanaprastha. Thank you so much. We have been given so much of information by our spiritual masters. They have thought about so many things, and this is just the subtlest aspect of this universe, the sky. We have 17 more such topics that are going to be even more enlightening, and they are going to be delightful with presentations, with dramas, with dance, with stories, activities, live activities. All these are going to come here. And this presentation was done by the team Vanaprastha. We have in Chinmaya Mission Chennai a lot more such groups that are going to present you in another 17 topics in the coming 9 days. So we have the Chinmaya Shishu Vihar, the smallest, the tiniest of the group. The age group of the members of Chinmaya Shishu Vihar is just 0 to 2 years, 3 years. 0 to 3 years, the children of Chinmaya Shishu Vihar, they enjoy, they dance, they color, they make puppets, they dance to the tune, and whoever can dance in whichever form, they do that. Then, after Chinmaya Shishu Vihar, they grow up a little. There, they join the Bal Vihar group. Bal Vihar group is the age group of 3 years and above, up to 12 to 13 years. So these children, they learn a lot of things through activities, stories, beautiful crafts, and many more such things, interactive games, all group activities, and all these are now happening online also. Do you think online is not possible? Even scavenger hunt is possible online. So Bal Vihar children are enjoying. Then comes Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, the teenagers. The age group for this is 13 to 28 years old, and they have monthly workshops. They discuss on current affairs. Then they have watch value-based movies. They have creative projects like book writing. And then as they progress further, they have to realize their dreams. And here we have Chinmaya IAS Academy helping them to pursue their dreams. Then all these age groups have come. Now we have something for the whole family put together. That is Chinmaya Sunday Pathshala, where all the members of the family, they come, they join the session and have group activities. Then we have our Swaranjali. Many of us, we want to sing and dance. So Swaranjali brings you a lot of bhajans, a lot of songs performing together, online, offline. They have programs in temples. So they have, members are 8 years and more than 8 years. All members can join that. So here we have a lot of wings from Chinmaya Mission, and let us see what they have to showcase.
Chinmaya Balvihar curates value-based, age-specific classes that teach children bhajans and chanting, games, yoga, craft, theatre, and much more. Come join the Chinmaya Balvihar family now. Let's love, laugh, and learn together. So that was our wings that had presented their programs and all other things that they do online and offline also. So we have some events, and we are also thankful to our sponsors. Let us see what they have to say. Thank you so much, sponsors, for making all this event possible. And coming to the next topic, we have the sky, part 2. We have seen the sun, moon, and planets. There are something else that fill up all over the sky. What are they? Can I have the answers? One group of heavenly bodies that fill up the sky. Yes, can I have the answers in chat box? Chat box. Stars. Yes. So the sky part 2 is presented by Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Sricity. They bring you so much of information about the stars. Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Sricity is a new chapter in the stream of Chinmaya Vidyalayas run by Chinmaya Mission, Chennai. It was inaugurated on 20th June 2011 by His Holiness Swami Mitrananda. It is located in the Sricity, which is an SES, FWTS and DTZ. The school is located in a completely conducive environment for a holistic education of the child. The school is affiliated to the Central Board of Secondary Education. It's a co-education English medium school that follows the same syllabus as followed in the Kendriya Vidyalayas or Central School. The study pattern in the school is a very special thing that we need to talk about. It is designed to offer a value-based education which provides for integrated development of physical, mental, intellectual and spiritual aspects. Not just these aspects of personality, these aspects are also enriched by feeling of patriotism, the pride in the culture, and an attitude of universal outlook. The aim is to mold the children into young men and women of moral strength who can face challenges of modern life with a smile and make a difference in the world by their positive contribution. They also provide them a practical and judicious combination of academic excellence, character building, and personality development. So over to Sricity for the amazing world of stars.
What's special today? You look so beautiful in this attire.
Oh, thank you, Shravani. Today is my star birthday.
I remember your birthday falls on next week only. Then what is the star birthday?
In our Hindu culture, we celebrate star birthday. But only recent days, we started to celebrate by solar calendar due to westernization.
What is the difference between the birthday that we celebrate and the star birthday?
Generally, when we talk about months, we are familiar with solar months. But our ancestors follow lunar months and lunar calendars, which is mostly based on moons, nakshatras and rashis.
Oh, do you know anything about nakshatra and lunar calendar? I know your father is an astrologer.
Yes, Shravani. My father talks about moons, rashis, nakshatras. Mostly after dinner, he used to talk about this, and he used to narrate lots of Puranic stories to me and my brother.
Oh, I heard that astrologers predict future. Does your father too predict?
Yes, my father predicts based on Vedic astrology.
Can you tell about Vedic astrology?
Yes, my father used to say that Vedic astrology is mostly about stars. So the prediction based on the analysis of these nakshatras can create very stunningly results to us.
That's really very interesting. Based on nakshatras, astrologers predict future. Do you know anything about nakshatra?
Yes, I know a few things. The origin of nakshatra, that is naksha plus tara, that is method to map the stars. Either way, it is clear that the nakshatra system is a way to show how the sky is divided into regions.
Very interesting. What is the connection between moon and star?
The moon and stars are very closely related. To know more about how the sky is divided into regions, we have to know more about our neighborhood, the moon.
Yes, I remember in our science class, our teacher had explained the solar system and heavenly bodies.
Yes, the moon is the closest heavenly body we have, and it has profound effect on life on Earth. So most of the astrologers assign most of the importance to the moon.
Yes, I remember what our science teacher had taught us about moon. Moon revolves around the Earth and takes place roughly 27 days or 27.32 days and revolves around the Earth, that is sidereal month.
Yes, it has 27 divisions. One star takes about one division one day. That is each star for each day. So the moon touches one principal star each day and it occurs in lunar occultations if it is placed between the degree of the 4th and the 6th. So as the Rohini star falls in the 5th degree, many lunar occultations fall over there. But it never occurs in Abhijit Nakshatra.
Oh, I heard about Vega, the 38th star. Now I understood that it is Abhijit Nakshatra.
Yes, this complicated series was said by our ancestors in a very simple way. So I heard this story from my father.
Nakshatras are personified as Daksha Prajapati's daughters. All of them are getting married to enchanting Chandradev in the presence of Shiva. Among all his wives, Chandra only loves his fourth wife, Rohini, and he spends all time with her. Other wives resented the indifference that Chandra showed to them and became jealous. One among them, Revati, complained to her father Daksha. Daksha was upset and cursed his son-in-law Chandradev.
सुधात्मकम्
Chandra approaches Shiva for take the curse away. Somanada gives him Shapa Vimochanam.
Oh, wonderful. I think you both might be knowing many stories of this kind.
Yes, one of the interesting story I heard about is Arundhati and Vashishta stars. These are considered to be a symbolism of marriage. So Arundhati and Vashishta stars are considered as an ideal couple for marital fulfillment and loyalty.
Oh, that I have seen in Hindu marriages, bride and groom will be asked to look Arundhati Nakshatram.
Yes, another interesting story is about Dhruvatara and Saptarishi and how they both are related.
Oh, I knew Great Black Constellation and Pole Star.
Yes, the pole star tops all the stars and constellations. It is the brightest star in the constellation of Utsav. It is a fixed star, so we use Dhruva star as a reference point to find all the remaining other stars, and it is also useful to help the direction for the sailors.
I want to know more about stars. I'm very eager to meet your father. Could you please take me to him?
Yes, come let's go now. Appa, meet my friend Shravani. She got captivated with the stories of Chandra Bhagavan and Nakshatra that you told last week, and she wants to know more about Vedic astrology too.
Namaste uncle, Dipti explained how the sky has been divided and how moon and star are related to each other. But still I'm eager to know about some more information about stars. Could you please explain me further?
Yes, I can. In astrology, planets have different energies that influence the different aspects of the earth. Nakshatra acts like an environment in which the planets transit their energies. Depending upon the position of the nakshatra, the energy radiated could be benefic or malefic. Now let's see how the nakshatra are aligned with the zodiac signs. This disc represents the zodiac circle of 12 Rashi of 30 degrees each. Now the starting point of the nakshatra coincides with the starting point of the Aries. From there, 27 sectors of 13 degrees each and 20 seconds of equal width are drawn. From there, the 19th nakshatra is called Moola because it lies in the center of the galaxy. The center of the galaxy is called Vishnu Nabi in Vedic terms, which means the source of all the creation. The word Mool means the root of source, and if we count from there, the last nakshatra is the 18th nakshatra, which is called Jyeshtha, which means the eldest.
How do you remember the names of the 27 nakshatras?
There is a way to remember them easily and associate with them. It is from the Itihas of Mahabharatam and Ramayana. Let me explain. As I told you, the 18th nakshatra called Jyeshtha, which means eldest, Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandava, born in Virchika Rashi, Jyeshtha nakshatra. Most handsome twins, Nakul and Sahadeva, the youngest of Pandavas, who were blessed by Ashwini Kumaras, born in Mesha Rashi, Ashwini nakshatra. Devi, Mother Goddess, Goddess of preservation, power, energy, strength and protection, has Mesha Rashi, Bharani Nakshatra. Abhimanyu, the great warrior Arjuna's son Abhimanyu, born in Mesha Rashi, Kritika Nakshatra. When evil takes over the world, Lord Vishnu incarnates into the world as Sri Krishna in Vrishika Rashi, Rohini Nakshatram. Purusha Mrigam, born in Mrika Shirsha Nakshatra, Virchika Rashi. The mother of Pandavas and the wife of King Pandu. Kunti Devi, symbolic of motherhood and forgiveness, born in Mithun Rashi, Tiruvatirai Nakshatra. Shri Ram, Avatar Purush Bhagwan, Shri Ram, born in Karka Rashi, Punarpusam Nakshatra. The symbol of Dharma and idealism, Bharat, born in Karka Rashi, Pusam Nakshatra. Brothers of Rama, Avatar of Adishesha Lakshman and Shatrughna, born in Karka Rashi, Ailyam Nakshatra. Sita, goddess of purity, sacrifice, love and simplicity. Sita has Magam Nakshatra and Simha Rashi. Great devotee of Krishna, Andal. Kodai Nachiyar has Singh Rashi, Puram Nakshatra. Father of Pandavas, king of Kuru kingdom, born in Kanni Rashi, Uttram Nakshatra. Kush, love and his twin brother Kush, born in Hasta Nakshatra, Kanni Rashi. Talwar, Sudarshana Chakra, the disc of auspicious vision, born in Tula Rashi, Chittara Nakshatram. Acharya, Guru of Asuras, one among Saptarishi, born in Swati Nakshatra, Tula Rashi. God of prosperity and wisdom, born in Vishaka Nakshatram. Valmiki, Adi Kavi, author of Ramayana, has Anusha Nakshatram. Pitama, Ganga Putra, born in Moolam Nakshatra, Dhanu Rashi. The great hero Arjun, born in Puradam Nakshatra, Dhanu Rashi. Dhritarashtra, the king of Kuru, born in Dhanu Rashi, Uttaradam Nakshatram. Vibhishan, the youngest brother of Ravan, born in Tiruvonam Nakshatra, Magara Rashi. Shiva's Natraj form has Kumbha Rashi, Avittam Nakshatra. Sandanu Satyavadi, grandparents of Kaurava and Pandava, born in Kumbha Rashi, Chadayam Nakshatram. Draupadi, wife of Pandava Panchali, born in Puratadi Nakshatram, Meenam Rashi. Dushasana, the second eldest among the Kaurava princes and the younger brother of Duryodhan, born in Meenam Rashi, Uttaratadi Nakshatram. Devaki, mother of Krishna, wife of Vasudeva, born in Meenam Rashi, Revati Nakshatram. Now each nakshatra divided into 4 smaller divisions called padas. Each pada has a unique sound associated with them. A person born in the particular nakshatra has a name starting with that particular sound. For example, a person born in the first pada of the Ashwini nakshatra has a name starting with the initial Chu, and the person born in the second pada has a name starting with the initial Che. There are a total of 27 nakshatras and 4 padas. That makes 108 divisions. 108 is a great significance in the Sanatan Dharma.
Uncle, can you please explain?
In Vedic astrology, we give great significance to the number 108. There are 108 Rudraksham in Japamala and 108 Namavali in Ashtotaram. The diameter of the sun and the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 times, and the diameter of the moon and the distance between the moon and the earth is also 108 times. Also, we have 114 chakras, and out of the 114 chakras, if 108 are active, then the human body and the cosmic geometry align perfectly.
Our ancestor explained this millions of years ago. Now I can relate that our human system could also be aligned with cosmic geometry. Now I have another doubt. Why we are considering horoscope in modern age too?
Each nakshatra has different qualities. The 12 Rashis are associated with the tattvas. They are Mesha, Simha and Dhanu are of fire tattva. The Vrisha, Kanya and Makara are of earth tattva. Mithun, Tula, Kumbh are of air tattva, and Karka, Virchika and Meena are of water tattva. If any of the nakshatra or Rashi ends with the boundary of opposite tattva, then it creates negative energy. Also, we notice that this point is the boundary of the watery Rashi and the fire Rashi, that in which the fire evaporates the water and the water extinguishes the fire. This boundary is known as Gandanta Nakshatra. This creates many complications. That is why we match the kundlis and the nakshatras before arranging a marriage.
Uncle, before performing any important action, people are saying this time back time, that is Muhurtam and Rahu Kalam.
Yes, it is important to consider the planetary movement and position when we perform an action. There are certain positions of planet that are favorable and others are not. So planet's position could predict which is the right time to do an action according to people's nakshatram and rashi. These are the basic Vedic knowledge anyone should know. Above all, you can take your life in your hand through the path of spirituality. Yogis said that if you mastery over your physical body, then 15 to 20% of your life and destiny will be in your hands. If you mastery over your mind, then 50 to 60% of your life and destiny will be in your hands. And if you mastery over your life, energy will be 100% of your life and destiny will be in your hands.
Wow, so excited to know all this precious information. Now onwards, I too will start to celebrate Star Birthday.
Everything is said millions of years ago by your ancestors. So let us value our Indian culture and tradition and try to adapt it the fullest. Hari Om, thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, Chinmaya, Vidyalaya.
Naksha is map and Tara is star, and so Nakshatra is star map. In the eyes of ancient Vedic, the 27 Nakshatras map the sky. Nakshatra is the name given to the constellations or mansion of the moon. as the moon resides in each of these constellations for one day. In Vedic astrology, for exploring the personality traits, that birth star is taken under consideration primarily. Nakshatra's positions and elements are also examined. Nakshatras represent the adobes into which the fruits of our labor is our karma is transferred and stored. The nakshatras dispense the karma, the highest of which is the fruit of our worship and meditation and our spiritual labor of life.
Thank you, Chinmaya Vidyalaya Sricity, for such a wonderful presentation about the stars. It was enlightening, entertaining also. So let us move on to Swaranjali for some enlivening bhajans.
दिव्य ज्योति महाकाली मानमो दिव्य ज्योति महाकाली मानमो मधुशुंभ महिष मर्दनि महाशक्ति मधुशुंभ महिष मर्दनि महाशक्ति नमो
we sincerely thank the sponsors who have been with us today, and not just today, they are our title sponsors. The eco-friendly solutions are provided by EcoPlates, and these eco-friendly solutions is in line with our topic Prakruti Vandana. Thank you EcoPlates for sponsoring for all 9 days. And we have Gurukul who have also sponsored, and they bring you a lot of games that are based on Indian history and ancient Indian history. So now we see the Aarti. Let us see the beautiful Aarti. So before the Aarti, let me just recount a little bit about today's program. We explored the skies. We saw the sun, moon, planets, stars, and so many other things in the subtlest aspect of the universe. So next topic of Chinmaya Mission Chennai will be presented tomorrow, and that will be on the next subtle, the sky. From the sky comes the air and the fire. So tomorrow's topics will be air and the fire, and the same way we will enlighten you with the beautiful drama, stories, and basic facts that have been discovered by our masters. So here we have our event sponsors and RT sponsors. Thank you so much for being with us, going through this endeavor of Prakruti Vandana. Thank you so much, sponsors. So let us move on to the Aarti.
गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक यही मेरा बल है गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा दूर करे वचनामृत से
That was a beautiful Aarti that was presented by Chinmaya Mission Chennai. We have this event we look forward to more and more such divine evenings, and thank our sponsors also for the same, for being with us.
This is the fourth game.
Party with Shiva.
Party with Shiva.
Party with Shiva. Fun, fast and fascinating search for the divine.
Children are future of our country, and any growth that has to happen has to start from childhood.
குழந்தைகளுக்கு விளையாட்டு பிடிக்கும். பெரியவாளுக்கு புராணம் இதிகாசம் இதெல்லாம் குழந்தைகளுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கிறது பிடிக்கும். ஆனா அதே புராண இதிகாசத்தை விளையாட்டு மூலமா சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தா அது எப்படி இருக்கும்?
Let's connect with our future generation, playing and understanding God.
The Gurukul எல்லா குழந்தையும் போய் ரீச் பண்ணணும். இன்ஃபேக்ட் பெரியவாள் கூட ரீச் பண்ணணும். எனக்கே குழந்தையா மாறிட மாட்டேமான் இருக்கு இந்த கேம் விளையாடுறதுக்கு. ஸோ அதனால எல்லா வீட்லேயும் இந்த கேம் அவசியம் இருக்கணும். குழந்தைகளுக்கு நம்மளோட ஆன்மீகமும் நம்மளோட பொக்கிஷமும் தெரிஞ்சே இருக்கணும். இந்த கேம் வழியா நம்ம சிவனோட பார்ட்டி கொண்டாடினோம்னா வின் பண்ணிடலாம். ஆனா இதை வின் பண்ணணும்னா சுறுசுறுப்பா இருக்கணும், ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்கணும், அலர்ட்டா இருக்கணும். குருனா கொஞ்சம் பயமா இருக்கும். ஆனா இந்த குரு பயமே இல்லாத குரு, கூலா இருக்கிற குரு. அதான் குரு கூல்.
Let us wind up this event of today's program with a Shanti mantra. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you for all for being with us. Tomorrow we look forward for more activities and drama, dance and stories about Vayu, the air element, and Agni, the fire element, presented by Chinmaya Vidyalaya Tirupati and Chinmaya Vidyalaya VGN Avadi. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.